to Maternity Monday. You guys, this is my last week in my 3rd trimester and I'm so sad about it. Not sad because I'm ready to like move on and I want to have this baby, but I just am like, how did the 1st and 2nd trimester fly by? There were so many things I was gonna do, like take all those cute baby pictures with all the little fruits and stuff as you grow. And then life just sneaks up on you and your basement floods this morning and your husband's gone out of town and you have 3 school snow days in a row and your child gets like the cold / the flu and then you get over it and then it's just life, you know? So anyways, that's just how the cookie crumbles, but we are so excited to be 27 weeks along. I'm so excited. This Friday we're going in to get our 4D ultrasound, so we get to see little baby Elliot's face and just how much he has grown, and it's gonna be so cool. Our OB office doesn't offer that service, so we have to drive up to another town to get it done. And when I called, they said they wanted me to be like around 30 to 31 weeks. But the first time I called to get it done, they said only 28 weeks. So I was like giving the receptionist one of these faces. I'm like, please? So she's like, come in, we'll see if we can get it done. But I don't know, in your guys' experience, if you've had a 4D ultrasound, do you had to be that far along? Did you have to be that far along? Anyways, okay. Moving on, I'm really excited to talk to you guys about some products that MAMA MIO sent me. I've been really stressed out and really having a lot of anxiety about stretch marks. And I know it seems like a really silly, pivotal thing. Pivotal, does that even fit? I don't know, we're going with it. A silly thing, but I got stretch marks with Cooper on my stomach and on my side and like in my thighs and on my boobs. And I was just like, I had the hardest time getting over that because I don't know why. For me, it was so hard. It was like such a personal thing. I felt like, well, you know, I knew that was part of pregnancy, but I just expected that like the day you got pregnant, you like either got them or you didn't. And then all of a sudden they showed up in like my last month or 2 with Cooper. So I've been really paying attention to my skin and nurturing it and trying to take the best care of it. And I know that some people, there's so many arguments for stretch marks, and I know it's like a beautiful thing. And I think that that makes us feel better because it is. Like, we can't help it. What our bodies do when we're growing a baby human, right? We go through so many things, but we still have to have a part of us that's personal, that's for us. And to me, like, having stretch marks has been like a really hard thing. Like, I used to not even be able to say that word. I would hear that word, somebody else would say the word, and I would like almost like flinch, like it would burn my ears like it was a swear word. And now I feel so great that I'm like in a good spot where I can talk about it and I can be vulnerable about it and I can be like, yeah, if you have them, it's not always the easiest. Doesn't mean I don't accept and love myself. But if there was something to lighten them or prevent them, then by golly, sign me up. So I'm really grateful for MAMA MIO. They sent me so many really cool products that I'm excited to talk to you guys about. And I have been obsessed and using like every day. So the first one is the tummy tub. It's like has like an elastic moisture and it soothes. So this is the tummy rub butter, which I've been using every night after I get out of the bath. I coat this on my belly and on my hips and on like my sides. And this is like super rich and very moisturizing, and it doesn't have a oily or greasy feel after fill to it, so you can tell I've been just like digging into it. Super moisturizing and nourishing for your skin. And then in the morning when I wake up and throughout the day, I've been using the tummy rub oil. So it is an oil, but the one thing I like about this is it's not greasy, if that makes sense. And I know it sounds so weird to say oil is not greasy, but it just goes on your skin really nice, and you can tell like it's very nourishing, and it just like absorbs into your skin tissue how you want it to, and it doesn't like come off onto your clothing. So this is the MAMA MIO tummy rub. It's your superhero and fighting stretch marks. So it's rich in omegas, organic omegas, my words, I'm so sorry. And it is 100% moisture and natural goodness. So I really loved that I can use this and this like hand in hand because I am fighting stretch marks, people. And then we gotta love the boob tube. And my boobs have gotten huge. They're huge. It's so frustrating. My boobs are so big and I can't imagine what they're gonna be like when the milk comes in. I'm just gonna be like, line up, children of the neighborhood. Please come and drink from the cow because I have so much milk, everyone can drink from it. I mean, I'm not gonna feed other people's children. Did that just get weird? Anyways, moving on. This is the boob tube. Yes, people, I just said boob tube on YouTube. Boob tube on YouTube, what? So this is for stretch marks and, oh no, sorry, that's not the boob tube. That's for the stretch marks cream, which is even better. We're gonna get to that one next. This is just throwing things at myself. This is the pregnancy boob tube. So they recommend using this on, don't worry, I just wiped lipstick off of that. They recommend using this on like your upper and lower breasts and then like your chest area, because this skin on here is so like thin, it wrinkles easily. So this was something else that can really help that. So the skin of your delicate is fragile and not very elastic, so you need to help protect. The pregnancy boob tube is rich in vital omegas to help lock in hydration and antioxidants to help skin appear stronger. You guys, I'm really sorry, I'm struggling with my words today. So boob tube goes on the boobs. Have been really loving that. And I like that they have products for different things. Like they have a product for your breasts. That's really nice. And then they're not afraid to talk about it. Breasts, it's a great thing. And then this one I'm excited to start using after baby comes. And I have been using a little bit on my inner thighs to see if it's like lightening my stretch marks. But this is just our Goodbye Stretch Mark Cream Stretch Mark Minimizer. So we're gonna see if this one works really, really well. I know stretch marks are really, really hard to combat, and they're really hard to kind of disappear after you get them, because it's like your second layer of skin that's torn basically, and that's why you get that purpley line. But I know that this is supposed to help lighten that, so I'm really excited to try that. So they also have this like kit in the cutest box that they sent me, and I've obviously pulled out some of the products, but these are some products that I'm saving until baby is here. This one is called Lucky Legs. It's like a cooling gel. I know if you get varicose veins, that could be something that's really comforting on your legs. Cooling, energizing leg gel. Also, I've been getting leg cramps like crazy, and I think the further into my pregnancy I get, the like harder I feel like I am on my legs, my feet. Just like halfway through the day, my legs and my feet just ache carrying around extra weight. So this will be really nice to have with me now. Carrying is little small one, so I can carry it around in my purse and then also into the hospital. And then this is the Liquid Yoga Space Spray. So you can kind of relax, calm, and rebalance with it. And it said, warning, may cause relaxation and happiness. I need to be spraying this everywhere I go. So I'm excited to pop these two out and use them. And then they also sent the Gorgeous Glow Balancing Facial Wash. Sometimes you get this thing called pregnancy hormones. It's not the greatest. So this is gonna really help with that. It's amazing for gentle, deep cleanse, SLS free. Instead of harsh sodium lauryl sulfate, we use 5 natural coconut derived cleansers to help you have a spa deep cleanse without irritation. So I'm excited to start trying that one, because I just barely got this, so I've been diving in. I wanted to dive into them a little bit before I gave like a proper review. And then this one is, I think, for obviously when you're breastfeeding. This is the Keep Calm Nipple Balm. I really like how everything like rhymes. Relieves and soothes delicate skin with organic oils and medical grade lanolin. So if you breastfeed, this is something that will really, really help. Also, it's natural, pure, and safe. Highly recommended to help soothe cracked, delicate nipples. It is derived from the wool of sheep, kindly, and helps retain vital moisture. So when I had Cooper, I had bought a really cheap breast pump, and the breast pump actually ended up cutting my nipples, like cutting them all the way around, like little paper cuts. So every time Cooper would latch onto my nipple, it was like wanted to punch somebody because it hurt so bad. It was literally opening the cut every time he'd latch on. And they're aggressive little things. Like, even though they're little, they're aggressive. And so I wish that I would have known about something like this. I think I would just use like coconut oil or olive oil once in a while, and that obviously wasn't working as well. So I'm grateful for that, because I do plan on breastfeeding, and I know that your nipples get like raw and dry. It just is real glamorous up in here. And then the last one is a super rich omega body lotion. Replenish, revitalize, and nourish dry skin from top to toe. So they really, really hooked it up. I feel like I'm like nourished and covered in all the areas. So if you guys are not following me on Instagram, I put up 2 different types of nurseries, and I've been needing help voting for them. One is more like not Roger Rabbit, but like, you know, the old school Winnie the Pooh rabbit. It was just like soft and delicate and like whites and neutrals. Okay, for some reason that like popped into my mind, and I really went with that theme, and I will try to put up a picture of that here. So I want to do like really natural like whites and creams, and maybe have like a couple of cute animal prints. Or I was thinking going with option B, which is more like woodland creature with like maybe a cool shiplap wall with gray, having some navy blue splices in there. Splices spices, whatever, it's all going together. And then some kind of animal theme. So then I was like having people decide on A or B, and something that I forgot that I had ordered that I wanted to have was a teepee for baby Elliot, and my friend that makes them sent it over to me. So I'm gonna leave her Instagram link down below so you guys can check her out. And this is the teepee I selected right here. And I don't want to slaughter this name. I even asked her, I'm like, how do you pronounce your shop? It's like Cat-a-din. It's how she says you say it. But Ellie has one in her house for her little boy. Kaylee has one, and I just have always loved the little teepees. I think they're super cute to lay your babies underneath. You could hang like mobiles from them on the inside, and then just like as they progress through the months, I thought it'd be fun to take a picture of him with that. So big shout out to them for sending me this cute teepee. I really like the navy blue and like the Swiss Army cross print. I feel like even if I do a super neutral nursery, I love that this will be like something bold and will stand out and can transition with him into being a toddler. So I think like what I've decided for the nursery is we're gonna take element A and element B and kind of combine them together so that we have some more soft neutral colors, but then like some pops of the bold, like this teepee, and then maybe like some curtains or something bold, like a wall, like a darker shiplap wall. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Don't you love that teepee? You guys should check her out. She's on Instagram. Like I said, I'll leave the link below. I know kids love these. They're super fun to play with. I always wanted when I was a little girl. I always like would build forts. So this seems like something super appropriate for children, and yeah. So those are today's reviews. I will leave both the links down below. So if you guys are looking for some boob tube or some stretch mark cream or some cute teepees, then I will leave those down below and you guys can check them out. Just quickly want to do some Twitter Q&As because I asked you guys. We haven't had any for a while, and so Amber Target asks, do you think this pregnancy is going fast or slow? For the most part, I feel like I've been pregnant for a long time, but at the same time, I also feel like, oh my gosh, I'm almost in my 3rd trimester, so maybe leaning towards the fast side. At Mackenzie Johnson asks, do you have a plan for if Cooper is with you guys when Elliot comes versus if he's not? Cooper definitely wants to be in the delivery room. He's terrified of me like crying or getting hurt or screaming. Bless his heart. It makes me tear up thinking about it. Cooper can't stand to see me get hurt or like the thought of me going through pain. So he is just like, please don't scream, please don't cry. He has like all these requests for me. But I think it would be really, really bonding for all of us to be in the room. So the plan for now is yes, but I really want to just see how he does and just leave it up to him. Like, obviously give him that opportunity, but if it's too much, like totally understand. And he's not gonna get a front row view. Like he can just be up at my head. I just think it would be really special for him to see when Elliot comes out and that feeling that you get in the room. Oh, can't even talk about it. When the baby just comes out and then just to see like, I don't know. I just think that'd be really special for Cooper. So I'm gonna leave it up to him, but as for now, we want him in there. At Christina asks, what are you most excited for when you have your new baby? Love you lots, can't wait to see the new baby. Honestly, just holding him. Some days I feel like it's too good to be true. Like I'll feel him move around in my belly. Why am I so emotional today? And I just feel like, is this really happening to me? I've waited so long to have a growing family. This is what I wanted for so long. And I'll just be like in my car at a stoplight and I'll feel him move. And the thought of just like holding my baby just seems crazy to me because I haven't, it's been 9 years since Cooper's been a baby and I don't remember a lot. That was a really hard time in my life. And I felt like there were moments where I wasn't like allowed to enjoy Cooper being a baby because I was just doing so much on my own and going through so much like as a young mom. So I feel like I'm prepared emotionally and physically. My life's in a really good place. I have such a great supportive system that I'm just excited to enjoy every moment of him being here and just like touching him and looking at him and touching his little toes. I don't know. Pregnancy hormones, they're a real thing. At Brandy asks, let's lighten the mood. She asks, since you guys have the nicknames Dale, Darlene, and Dwayne, have you guys thought of a D name for baby Elliot? Love you guys. Yes, we've been talking about him. I think we have one, but it's my uncle's name and I don't want to hurt his feelings, but I just think it would be funny. Maybe we'll wait to announce that until he's really here. But yes, we are thinking of names. Don't you worry. At Amy Freeman asks, do you have a nickname for the baby yet? No, we just call him Elliot. I think it'd be weird to call him Ellie. That's like a girl's name. So I think maybe EJ or like J. I don't know. Elliot, J. I'll probably end up calling him Bubby. That's what I call Cooper. Bubby, Bubba. And Bubby is as long as Cooper, which is funny, but no nickname, no like quite nicknames yet. And then at Soph asks, Sophie Lily asks, who are you planning on having with you other than Jackson when you give birth? This is gonna be a little bit hard because I think that part of me wants it to be more intimate, but part of me like wants other people to get to experience that because it's so incredible and amazing. And so I don't know, there's just something about having your mom there. She just knows how to take care of you and know how to read you. And she was there with me, like, again, I'm gonna cry. Every step of when Cooper was born, and just like showed up at 2 in the morning when I got admitted to the hospital and didn't leave until it was like time for her to go. And it just like was something like just knowing she was there was so comforting. So, but I don't also want her or Jackson's mom to get offended because Jackson just kind of wants it to be us. I'm more like whoever wants to be there, I'm like grateful for that. I really want a photographer to be in the room because I feel like that's such special moments, and I really want someone to capture it on the camera. I just want a whole glam squad when we have this baby. So it's something me and Jackson need to talk about, but those are my feelings and thoughts. I don't know, Jackson's more private than I am. Maya Ray asks, what are you and Jackson most excited about with the baby? I think just for him to actually be here. It's been a thought for us like for so long. Even when we were dating, we talked about how we wanted to have a big family and how he loves kids and I love kids, and the thought of seeing Cooper be a brother and us like traveling together as a family just seems like it's gonna be the icing on the cake, like just really pull us all together. Not that we're not bonded, but I just think it really will like unite us. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So yeah. Okay, last one. At Windland Emily asks, on a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous / excited are you about having a baby again? Okay, so I had a dream the other night that I was having this baby, and I was like so terrified of Jackson looking at my pee. I was like, did not want him to see it like that, just because it doesn't look like, this might get intimate, this might get personal, but I've like read these articles that if your husbands see you birthing, that it's hard for them to like have sexual feelings for you because it can ruin it. And I know it was just like a silly article, and that's not like something that's not my husband. He's not that way, because it also can be special for men. But for some reason I read this article and it just like sticks in my head. And so I'm always like, okay, Jackson, when we like go into like, you know, birth it, just the doctor needs to be down there. You know, you just don't need to be down there and see all that happening. Like nobody really wants to see it. I think it's personal. Some people want to and it's like magical for them, but when they asked me if I wanted a mirror, I was like, I don't want to remember my china like that, no way. So anyways, I had this dream that I was like using my arms to like deflect Jackson because he kept trying to like walk down there, and I was like, will you get me a water? Hey, can you grab the diaper bag? And for some reason in my dream I had like octopus arms and I was like deflecting him, and then all of a sudden he got into the bathroom at like, it was at the end of my bed for some reason. In my dream, this was all in my dream, and he comes walking out and he gets this look on his face like he's seen a murder. And he's just looking at me and I'm like, oh great, he's ruined for the rest of our marriage. And he comes up to me at the side of the bed and he's like, I don't think you should ever, ever have to go through this again. And then in my dream I was crying. I'm like, that hurts my feelings. I told you not to look at my pee and you still did. And then the doctor like pulled out this baby and he was showing it to us, and Jackson and I were like, that's a fake baby. And the doctor's like, oh yeah, I'm just practicing, don't worry. So to get to your like question, and then also, wait, back up. Also in my dream, I was having these craziest thoughts of how bad it was gonna hurt. And I kept remember thinking, oh yeah, this hurts really bad. Am I sure I wanna do this? Oh yeah, this is gonna hurt really, really bad. I'm really, really scared. And so that kind of made me wake up feeling nervous for all the things that happened in my dream. But then again, pregnancy crazy dreams are a real thing and they happen. So a lot of information, probably TMI, but I'm just keeping it real. Okay, baby Elliot is on day 189 days of growth, and he is practicing making strange and funny faces in my uterus as if he's practicing every type of facial for when he comes out. Also, he is 14.4 inches. Don't ask me what that oil stain is on my shirt. I loved it and I didn't want to change, so I'm just going with it. And he is weighing in about 2 pounds. He's almost as big as the size of an acorn squash, and I'm just loving watching my belly move and feeling him kick every day. Check it out on Snapchat. I do lots of videos. Wait, you guys, I'm sorry if I freaked you out today. I'm just going like all unedited. Maybe it's because my basement leaked and I'm feeling like life is crazy right now. But thank you so much for watching these Maternity Mondays. Your comments and your support really does help me on this journey, and it's been such a fun thing to have you along for the journey. You guys are so loving and supportive. I'm not even gonna go into it because I'll cry for the third time in this video. But I just wanted you guys to know I am grateful, and I do read your comments and they do help a lot, and your advice goes a really long way. So stay tuned. Next Monday we're gonna have footage of what our baby looks like. It's gonna be crazy, 4D, and keep your fingers crossed that the ultrasound comes out healthy and good and great. And yeah, we will see you guys next week for the 28-week bump date, 3rd trimester. Bye you guys.